I don't think I've got a place to prop it up.
And then where it was fine. It's okay. Even if the fan's going, it's fine. It still shows you up there. Wow. All right, here we go. I'm gonna hit the music.
Hold on. Just kidding.
What's up? I hear you.
Hi.
Welcome to Unlimited Lives, everybody. What a special show we have. We have three wonderful guests here. We have the old cousin Ian.
Hi, how's it going? Waka Flocka. I'm stealing that from Radlow.
Oh, good. We have cousin PJ, Jack Jackerson.
Hey, guys.
And a friend of the show who's been around for years with us, who's very sweet, and I'm glad he's on, Jackie Shock.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the show, everyone. How fun. Who's excited for a podcast?
I'm thrilled, man. All my hackles are up. I got goosebumps.
Oh, your
I can't wait to
hackles
get
are
going.
up?
Yeah, baby.
Do you? Got all your hackles up? PJ, you were an unexpected, unexpected.
Yeah.
You were
I
so
decided to do this at the last second.
You did. You did.
Just to see if you would let me in. And you did.
Just to see if I did. And I did. Usually now we're doing the show live. Jackie, welcome. Are you so happy? Are you nervous?
I'm very nervous.
Are you
happy.
really nervous? The whole thing is we
Yeah.
played Destiny games together. You're fine.
I know. We're going to have fun.
Does it feel like if we were like, is it the same feeling if I brought you on stage somewhere and you'd be like,
Oh, yeah, exactly.
is it really? I guess
Yeah.
I'm so talented.
Yeah, but there's nobody in the audience, so it's okay.
Yeah.
There's literally no one here. You don't have to worry.
Jackie, it's easy. You just have to be the most charming, entertaining person in a conversation.
Yeah,
Like,
that's it. Yeah,
that's all you have to do is just
Yeah, I know.
Number one, you have to be the most handsome, which you
Yeah.
got, and then you just have to be charming, which you can. And yeah, thanks, man. You added some good stuff to the doc. It was perfect.
I try.
Well, you did. You did great. It was really good. So we have this thing that I was so glad you found this because I have a Stadia, and you found this article, which is great, that Google is quietly shutting down Stadia. Like just every little piece they're just taking, like just turning things down and shutting it off. And it says, quote, in one of the, where'd you find the article? It's in rebranding.
I think it was under Video Games Chronicle.
That's right. So, I mean, do you want to explain it? I don't want to steal your thunder. What do you want to do?
Oh, no, I stumbled upon that article where we kind of knew it was going to happen.
Oh, yes,
It's like the slow heat death. But yeah, they're just slowly phasing it out, as we all kind of knew it was going to happen, which I know you were a fan of the Stadia, and when I still had the Stadia, I was a huge fan of it because I actually had fiber at one time.
Ooh.
So it worked really well, and they did the free games and stuff like everyone does, and I don't know, they had really good sales. It just seems like they're actually trying, and just in Google's fashion, they shut it down. So
yeah, it seems like what they were doing, like I was talking about before, that it seemed like they could just set, like if you told me I could go on like a Microsoft website like xbox.com and I could use a Chromecast and I could just play like any Xbox game I want on any TV with a Chromecast, I'd be like, that's what the one huge advantage was.
Yeah.
And then so we have on here, I got a hold of someone from Google to call in because we were saying that Business Insider said that they're they're going to shift focus and they're just going to shut down. Hello, do we have is this Gary from Google?
This is Gary from Google.
Hello, hi, Gary from Google. How you do? So we heard rumors. My friend Jackie said he read rumors. I'm going to put this on Jackie. That he read rumors that Stadia is quietly shutting down, like the systems in hospice. Is that correct?
No, why don't you tell Jackie to shut the fuck up first of all? Okay? Let me tell you something. My name is Gary Stadia. My name is Gary Stadia.
Gary Stadia.
No relation. No relation. No relation. No,
Sounds like there's a relation.
I think there's a relation.
I think there's a relation.
You can think what you can Google it. That's what we say around here. That's what we little
Go on.
So we are not shutting down. First of all, it's a cloud. You can't shut down a cloud, dickhead. Okay.
So aggressive, Gary from Google.
I'm pretty sure.
Look, I'm sick of this. All you guys are like, oh, is Stadia going away? I mean, first of all, I think it's me half the time because again, my name is Gary Stadia, so I'm like, well, I'm not going anywhere. I'm here to stay. You can see how it's quite confusing for me and my family. The Stadian. All right.
Stadian, yeah.
We ain't going nowhere. Okay. First of all, TJ, I mean, I've Googled you, and I know what you Google. Okay, if you want to get it, if you want to get into it.
I mean, hey, listen, I don't want to. I don't want you to get into it.
I got a list. First thing, beer dick. What does that mean? Why do you keep Googling beer dick?
I think it's a medical disorder. If you drink too much Bud Heavies, that your denial doesn't work.
Yeah.
That's nor here nor there, Gary Google.
So what I'm reading is Google closed its first party studio last year before it ever produced a game.
They were a bunch of dicks. What do you want? They were making like Pong.
They were making Pong?
Pong. You know the
first
I
thought you said Pog. I got excited about a Pog simulator. That would be awesome.
No, we don't. We have that company. We have Pog Simulator 2000. We're a little late. It was actually it's been in development since 2000, so it's a little outdated.
Oh.
But anyway, it's great for the cloud. Not a lot of kilobytes in that one.
Not a Oh, okay. Gary, I'm not trying to attack you. I'm just saying that, I don't want to toot my own horn, but beep, beep. I kind of saw it coming.
Well, you have tooted your own horn because you even Google, how do I toot my little flappy horn? What does that mean?
I mean, listen, after having the beer dick, I was trying to figure out how to toot my own flappy horn. And by flappy horn, I mean my man breasts that sag very low.
Look, my name is Gary Stadia, just like Doug Bowser's in charge of Nintendo. No relation, but listen.
Yeah.
Listen, it's not going anywhere yet.
Oh. Wait, did you just shush? Is this a secret?
I mean, kinda. I'm getting a little sick of it, to be honest.
Oh, you're getting sick of Stadia?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sick. I might change my name. That's how bad it's become.
Wait, Gary, I have a question, actually. It says you're shifting the focus to secure white label deals with partners that include Peloton. Do you think gamers exercise is
this has nothing
that
to do
seems
with
like a
Joe
bad
Rogan's
bet?
fans. This has nothing to do with Joe Rogan. White label is nothing to do with that.
And does the fact that Peloton decided to stop manufacturing their own bicycles, does that worry you?
Yeah.
Peloton and Stadia, a match made in heaven. They're going straight to the moon with that deal.
I mean, it's a straight line. You know what I'm saying? From
exponential growth.
Destiny 2.
I heard Radio Shack is going to jump in on this deal.
You got to check. Look, how many times do you check your Fitbit a day? 3,000-4,000 times. People like knowing what's going on as they're playing Destiny 2, as they're playing Far Cry 12. They want to know what's going on. Why do I have so many accents during this call so far? I don't know.
Gary, can I ask you a question? Do you think that this deal to buy Peloton is as big of a boner as New York Times buying Wordle?
They're not buying Peloton.
We tried to buy Wordle, but we actually were going to pay like $12. But we put a fake bid in for like $6 million, and New York Times, those assholes, they were just like, "We'll do $7 million." It's a big joke around here.
Yeah.
Wordle is definitely a game you would need to stream because no hardware can run it.
Yeah, Gary, can you drop your Google pin so I can see exactly where you are so I can pinpoint this accent?
Nope, that's top secret. It's a top secret where we are. But you can do. You can stop Googling ostrich penis. What is that all about?
They have very strange penises. I don't know why this is. I want to say this is slander, but I don't know what that means. Apparently,
But the next thing you did was, is good in pesto? Question mark.
I mean, have you ever seen
So-
Bizarre Foods? I like to just indulge in some bizarre foods.
All right, hey, why don't you indulge in some Google Stadia? It just works. Just fire up your Chromecast, wait a couple minutes, and things just boot up.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Can you make,
Yeah.
if you guys stick around, can you make it easier to connect the controller to Chrome, please?
No, you got to do a couple things. You got to hold the button. You got to do a up, down, left, right, BA start code.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Right? You do a couple of those. You do like 3 or 4 times until it really works.
that's classic. You just
and
proved your
then-
gamer cred.
Hey, T, check the
Private chat.
Twitch chat.
What did you comment?
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I not here anymore?
No, you are here. I just I can't. There's some things like I only see the Twitch chat as 2 of them.
Someone
Yes.
just gifted a sub, so recap.
Yes, thank you, Hannah, for the gifting the sub.
Thank you, Hannah Keen.
Oh, very good. Oh, I thought she was
Yeah.
already a sub. I guess she isn't until now.
So she gifted
No,
a
she
sub.
gifted. He doesn't even know how Twitch works.
He has no
I
idea.
don't,
Twitch
even know how
works.
Twitch works. I don't know how Google
Well,
works.
we appreciate it.
She can Google it. She can Google how does Twitch work, and we can help her out there.
Google how Google works.
Yeah. Well, Gary, I'd like thank you so much. Please don't say anything embarrassing anymore about what I look up. I mean, I thought there was privacy for what you look up.
You look up ingrown hairs a lot.
Oh my god. All right, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Have a good one, guys. Google Stadia for life.
All right.
Bye, Gary. Thank you.
Gary. Gary from Google.
Gary Stadia,
Was that
unrelated to the name of the.
Matt Arcane? That was
platform.
not Brian. I don't know which Brian. That was Gary Google from Stadia. From Stadia. So I think, listen, I hate to say this, Jackie, you have an enemy because Gary Stadia is very upset with you.
I know.
I don't know what if I were you, I would delete your history. And I had you download Chrome. I feel
I
real
know.
bad.
Right?
I just threw you in the belly of the beast.
Wait, who's that knocking on my door?
You were careful. It's going to be a Chromecast. He's going to get in there real slow because they don't know how to do it.
Player retention is a huge problem.
Yeah, for Google
Stadia?
Stadia because
It
it's
was
the same.
down.
Yeah, it's the same thing of like they keep, because I remember I was talking about Stadia earlier in this podcast, was like, I don't know who it's for, because if you like as a gamer like Jackie or me or any of us here who have a system or a PC, I just don't know who.
So okay, so I'm an idiot. I'm ignorant of all this thing. You have to buy some hardware, right? Is it like a
Thank you, Facebook user.
Is it like you buy a controller or something like that?
No,
You buy the piece of-
so when you go on
They're
the
basically just throwing them at you for free. I got
Really?
I have 3 of them, and I got them for free.
So like AOL CDs or something.
Yeah,
Apparently.
for real. 300 free hours of Stadia.
yeah,
Oh, thanks, Brian.
it was like when you go. So Brian sent me like the link, like when you buy it's like when you buy the Stadia, I think it was like
The
I can't remember
service.
how much
What do
it
you
was,
pay?
Jackie. It was like
$10 a month or something
yeah, it was
like
like
this?
60. It was like $60.
You get a deal for the year, like you get a discount if you buy
Yeah.
a year thing, and then they send you a controller. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you still have to buy games too, which is like
you have to
different
buy
than,
the
like-
games too.
Yeah.
So then you get
So it's sort of
Ah.
it's like Audible, where it's like I never understand that is you have to pay a
Yeah,
subscription fee and buy the books. It's like
Yes,
PS Now, which is I guess one of Stadia's main competitors. Like you just get access to a giant library of games when you do PS Now.
and Brian
So I
goes, you
do
have to
that.
buy the games. Now Brian is correct. If he goes, you have to buy the games for everything. That is
well,
correct.
on
You buy-
Netflix, you buy Netflix subscription online. You don't buy every movie you watch.
Right.
That's why
is-
this is a little bit different.
Well, it did
Oh,
have
it's free
the,
unless you do Stadia Pro for $10 a month.
yeah, and then the Stadia Pro gave you the monthly free games, and some of them were pretty good.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, some are pretty good. And then
you don't own La La Land.
and then you had to, so they would send you the Google. So I have a Chromecast Ultra, and then they would send you a controller in the Chromecast Ultra. The goof I made about not connecting the controller was you have to download an app on your phone, and then on the app is how you connect the controller to the Stadia. and it was very
That's too
very
much.
finicky.
That's
Well,
too
this
much
was-
stuff.
It just was super finicky, and
Although with
I remember.
go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I
Go ahead,
remember
Jeremy.
when I first got the Stadia in the first time, and I actually had to Google how to hook up the Stadia.
Yep.
Because it wasn't syncing to my internet or anything. Like the
Oh.
Chrome wasn't even picking up my Wi-Fi.
no. So then you have to like get the app to do the Wi-Fi, and yeah. But here's what's confusing about
Again,
Stadia?
Brian is in the pocket of Google. Everything he says,
Yeah.
he is getting paid $10 a word to
So with
promote
this-
Stadia. So take everything Brian says in the chat
Well,
with a grain of salt.
So with the Chromecast, you also get what, like you can get streaming services and stuff like that too. Like, do you get
Well,
like
I mean, it works like a regular Chromecast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a Roku stick.
it's
Yeah.
like okay, so you get Netflix and all that
Yeah,
crap.
you can
apps on
download
it.
lots of.
Okay.
You know what the other problem was? And I just remember this. There were 2 apps for Stadia. There was the app that you use for the
Yeah.
store where you buy games, then a completely separate Stadia app to connect the Chromecast and connect the controller. He doesn't use it all the time. Ryan is such a Google and Chromebook cuck. Like he will always, he loves Chrome, like Google, like he uses Chromebook whenever we like.
Have you guys checked out Gmail? It's fucking sick.
Shit, bro.
Now they
And
do
so
have
he-
a habit of making Google makes all these different apps and they close them down. Like they had
G Plus or
yeah, Google Plus and all
Yeah.
these other
Oh, Google
things.
Plus.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but
They're a company that I feel like, you know,
so
not
goes
not
down
to
that road, PJ.
you know, the future might make me eat my words, but like, you know, 10, 15 years ago, Google was like such a fucking high profile name, and they're not like
Yeah.
as like the incredible tech company they used
No,
to
it's
be.
Alphabet now.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys want to play a fun trivia game for the 3 of you?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This segment is called Stadia or Stupedia Playdate Crank Game. So,
Okay.
Who
for
came
people
up
that
with
don't
this?
know, the Playdate is the shitty handheld with a dumb crank, and the graphics are bad.
Can you
Oh,
put
And
can you
Brian
put a
loves it.
can you put a screenshot of that thing up there?
Yeah, hold on.
I
Yeah.
had to make a choice between keeping my N-Gage or my Playdate, and I ended up going with the N-Gage. So
I had my N-Gage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put a screenshot up there.
Yeah, I'll show you.
It
In
does
case
come
our
with a sick
viewers
pen.
don't know what it is.
I'll show you.
Take your time. Take your time.
I'm trying, man. I can't. I'm trying to like produce and do this.
Oh, please.
Oh, please stop it. All right.
Engage for life, Matt says.
There you
hell
go.
yeah.
You know. Okay, so this is this is called Playdate, right?
This is 50 images of the thing I could just find one image for.
Okay, and blow one of them up with the crank on the side.
What I will never get over this. Like, what use does a crank have in video games besides like a fishing video game?
Yeah.
Where else do you want a crank?
Well, you might
video
play a game where you have to crank to wake up, or
Yeah, it could be anything. You have to power up a flashlight in the game. or
yeah, you
something.
might need to power up a flashlight. or-
super compelling gameplay.
I mean, it's
So,
just
fun fact: I worked at GameStop when the N-Gage was released.
Ooh.
really.
Yeah,
You're a dumb crank. Brian, it's my favorite thing. You know, it's funny. I mean, I'd let Brian, he could call in and yell at us. What did you do? You worked at GameStop when there
yeah.
was
I think it was Electronics Boutique at the time.
EB.
Okay, so
Oh,
it's
shit.
not just the crank. Okay, I'm kind of on the fence about this thing because you can make your own games for it. It's sort of like a learning device and Lego brick. Yeah, it does kind of look like a Lego.
We robbed the store. Matt's the best. I had a friend who worked at GameStop when Engage came out. I had a dream we robbed the store for them.
It was like a Nokia. Was it Nokia or something like that?
Yeah.
I think Engage.
Nokia.
Yeah.
So it was a phone. I think it was a phone and
It was a
game or
phone
something.
and a video game,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine playing a game on your phone? That's insane. Like that's future shit.
No, it's mad future shit.
So okay, so
Yeah.
back to this, TJ. Back to the game we're gonna play.
Oh, yeah.
Trivia.
Yeah,
forgot
back to
already.
the game. So
So this is
there
a
you go.
trivia
Here's
game.
the Engage.
Okay.
I couldn't find a bigger image, and I didn't want to.
All right.
Okay, so
that is very small, dude.
That's life size.
Yeah, it's
TJ,
like,
People don't know that they were that.
to be
big.
fair, TJ, I saw his screen. He searched for tiniest N-Gage picture on the internet.
all right, cool. So it's called Stadia or Stupedia Playdate Crank Game. So I'm
Alright.
going to name a game, and you have to tell me it's exclusive to either Stadia or Playdate.
Okay.
But you say Stadia for Stadia and Stupedia for the Playdate. Okay. All right. Whatever, Brent. All right. So ready? Here comes the first one. Hello, Engineer. Ian,
Stupedia.
Peach,
Uh,
Stadia. or
Stadia.
Stupedia? All
Stadia.
right. Jackie.
Stupedia.
All right, guys. So it is Hello, Engineer. Stadia.
Wow.
So sorry. Next
Fucking
one.
rigged. This
Boogie
game is
Loops.
fucking rigged.
Game is rigged. Boogie
Are you-
Loops.
Are you keeping score, TJ?
Yes, I am.
Stupedia.
it?
What's our prize if we win?
You
Can
get
we
to
Playdate?
get a
on
gifted
the
sub
show.
in the channel?
You get a play date. Yeah, I'm gonna order you a play date
Ooh.
for $10 at the
What was the
hot
name
shop.
of the? What was the name of
Yeah.
the number 2?
Boogie Loops?
Stupedia.
Boogie or boogie?
Boogie.
Bougie loops.
Bougie Loops. Boogie Loops.
Boogie loops. Yeah. What is the chat think? Boogie loops. I'm gonna have to go to the
Oh my
audience.
god, it's $189.
I'm gonna have to go to
For
the
a play
audience.
date? Christ.
Boogie loops.
Oh my god.
Play date. Brian's saying play date. I'm gonna have to go play date. Or what
And
was it?
Jackie?
Yeah, Playdate. Stupedia.
Oh, everyone got it right. Next one,
Okay.
Outcasters.
Stupedia. I think every game is on Stupedia.
Stadia. I'm going Stadia.
All right, PJ and Jackie, correct. Gunsport.
Did Jackie even answer?
Yeah, he said.
I was gonna say Stadia anyway.
Yeah.
You skipped him. You skipped him.
TJ, I was gonna say the right answer too, so just mark me down as having the right answer for this one.
Oh, okay.
I was also going to say the next 3 right answers. By the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
What about Gunsport?
Gunsport, gotta go with Stupedia.
Gun. This is like I think geared towards kids. I'm gonna say Stadia.
Mhm. Jackie?
I'm gonna say the Stupedia. Playdate.
Ooh, PJ's the only one right.
Oh.
Burned.
It's a Stadia. Oops. Casual birder.
Can I just say before I answer, birder is absolutely like top 10 words for me.
Jared,
TurboGrafx.
TurboGrafx 16 is correct.
It means like a bird watcher, but they just call him a birder. Like I'm so
Yeah.
into that. I can't call that one stupid, even though I want to. I'm gonna say Stadia.
Okay,
That's play date for sure.
go ahead.
I
Jackie?
think you made it up. I don't think it's real.
Ooh.
Stadia.
Funny. Yeah, no, it is Playdate.
Damn.
There'll only be a birder on Playdate with the crank. And the crank is how you reel in the birds when you're fishing for them.
You're fishing for birds? Don't you mean you're birding for birds?
Hyper Meteor. Let's go quick. Hyper Meteor.
Stadia.
All right. Peach.
Play date.
Mm-hmm. Jack.
Stadia.
Oh, Playdate.
PJ, are you 100%? You're killing it, man.
He's doing very well. Orcs Must Die. 3.
Oh, Stadia. Definitely Stadia. I know that
Stadia.
game.
Stadia, definitely.
Oh, everyone. Great. And then Spell.
Everyone what? Got it right?
We got it right.
Okay, cool.
No, just everyone.
Spell Corked.
Stupidia.
Spell corked.
You have to crank it to uncork the spell.
Yes, it's gonna be Stadia.
Jackie.
I'm gonna go with Playdate.
Ooh, Jackie and Ian are correct. PJ,
Oh.
fuck you.
Oh,
Zipper.
Zipper or sipper?
Zipper. Zipper. I mean,
Uh,
like, I can't open my zipper with my beer dick. Like that.
I imagine it's I imagine it's a game where you simulate unzipping and zipping up your fly again. So I'm gonna say Stupidia, the play date.
play date.
Yeah,
Jackie?
Playdate.
You guys are everyone. Correct. All right, get packed. Get packed.
Get packed.
Stadia?
Stadia.
Stadia.
Everyone says Stadia?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That is correct.
Oh, we're good. We're like fucking catching on.
Yep. And then Guilt. GYLT. Guilt.
GYLT. I'll say Stadia.
Stadia.
Stadia. Wasn't that a Stadia exclusive?
Ooh, Jackie's right. Yes,
Look
everyone.
at that bonus point.
Ooh, Jackie
Maybe
is
it's-
up on
yeah,
his Stadia
exclusive.
trivia.
Last one, Whitewater Wipeout.
Ah,
Yeah.
Stupidia.
No, that's too much. Too much things going on for stupid. It's gonna be Stadia.
Jackie?
I think it's the Playdate.
Jackie and Ian are correct.
Oh.
Ooh.
I think PJ wins because he got mostly all of them right, and then I'm mad at myself for not making up fake names. That's why Jackie should just produce the show.
So you're gonna
It's not
buy
even funny.
you're gonna buy PJ a
I couldn't
Playdate
even
now,
figure. I couldn't even figure out the computer. You want me to produce a show?
right?
So
Jackie got
I just want to point out something that Brian mentioned here about the games on the Playdate having seasons.
Yeah.
Put that back up. They came in seasons. They send you 2 games every Monday,
for 13
for
weeks.
13 weeks. That's the first season.
Yeah, but the
That's-
games they're
that's
just
so many games.
it's
Yeah.
so many games, and it's is it quantity or is it quality?
Apparently it's like PJ, one of the ideas is it's supposed to be very developer
Well, so-
friendly, like it's supposed to be a very
Yeah,
low
like-
barrier for entry to like just spit out a game and get some cash for it. So I mean
Right.
that's cool in theory.
Isn't it a MIDI device too, or is that
Ooh.
something else?
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe that's
Ooh.
that.
Ooh,
Hmm.
giddy. Ooh,
MIDI.
Jay
What would you
loves
do? What would you?
Hold on.
What would you do besides organize all your MIDI files with it?
Wasn't it, or is it that other the new?
PJ, just as a quick aside, I for my like computer science homework last semester, like our final was we had to make a project and I recreated the Cinco MIDI organizer
Oh,
in
that's
Python.
that's
for my
fantastic.
final. It was
I
Really?
love that.
very fun. I got a perfect score on it, so yeah.
listen, while you
It
two nerds are
organized-
talking about this, me and Jack are going to talk about getting laid. Dorks.
Yeah, why don't you two go on a play date?
Oh, cool.
I would love
I'll
to
go
get
crank
laid,
my
but
Stadia.
instead I have to know how
Hey,
to
Hannah.
program.
Oh, your mom.
The
gaming
Thanks,
fucking-
Matt.
the Playdate also has like an accessory that makes it a clock, and it comes with a pin.
Wait, do you have to buy an accessory to make it a clock?
Yeah, it's like a dock thing.
You imagine
Oh,
like,
the- it's just a clock that you tape onto the side of.
Yeah.
you imagine if like as you're like on the fence and someone in like Toys R Us, if those still exist, he's like, there's a clock to this, and you're like, oh, I'm
Toys
in.
R Us is coming back.
What do you mean? Stop.
The giant mall in New Jersey, the
Oh, the one with the
American Dream.
ski slope that no one.
Do you know the ski slope caught fire? I'm not
Oh,
kidding.
God.
It's close.
Leave it to
So,
New Jersey and have snow catch fire.
there's going to be a new Toys R Us opening in the American Dream Mall in New Jersey, USA. It's a 2-story. So
It's a
they're
twofer?
yeah, I think it might have opened right before Christmas.
I
So
think it opened. Isn't Legoland in there? There's like a
there's a Legoland in there too. Yeah.
yeah. Did you guys ever
there's-
go to Legoland? Jackie, you ever go to Legoland?
I
Well,
never did. I want to.
Let
Oh.
me rephrase it. There's
Go on.
there's two different. There's Lego Discovery Centers. Those are just basically like a giant Lego store with like one little ride and like some fun things you can do, like activities and stuff like that, like a bunch of areas to play. And then there's Legoland, which is like a theme park.
Oh,
So that's like a whole huge thing with roller coasters and hotel and stuff like that. There's I think
The
one or
roller
two. One
coasters
in,
are made out of Legos, right?
yes, they're glued, so it's okay.
Oh, okay, good.
oh jeez.
Very safe then.
They use the
There's-
Lego glue.
Oh, they use
Okay,
Lego glue. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Lego glue?
No,
Should be.
it's not a thing.
It wasn't
I
a
was
Lego movie. They had the Craggle.
Oh yeah, the Craggle. Yeah.
Anything?
I was
Uh,
I was wrong. It's not the Playdate. It's the Analog Pocket.
Oh my
That's the-
god, what is that?
It's the new Game Boy, pretty much.
What?
Looking at
Yeah,
it.
but is it by the
But
game?
it's also like
Boy?
a no.
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 No,
It's
no,
by a
no.
company called Analog.
Oh, here,
Pocket.
hold on. Oh crap, hold on. Oh,
That also is a MIDI synthesizer.
Ooh.
Wow, that's
oh
pretty
wait,
neat.
this is basically the here, hold on. This is the thing that Brian tricked me into buying.
Did you get it yet? Because I know it's on
Yeah,
back
Ian
order.
played it in the car. Yeah, we played it in the car.
Oh, you're like your little
Oh,
emulator.
can I find the smallest images every time?
How do you do this?
I'm right clicking open a new tab because I don't want to show the list of 100 of them.
Incredible.
Incredible.
Wait, are we finally going to talk about NFTs now?
Oh yeah, we're gonna definitely talk about NFTs because you love NFTs are Ian's favorite thing. By the way, this is a no judgment NFT zone, so we have to make sure everyone.
No, this is definitely a judgment NFT.
I saw it on the dock and I just sighed. Like,
guys, TJ wanted to talk about the Ubisoft Quartz NFTs, and I'm like, TJ, do you want this podcast to be 5 hours long where I go into how NFTs work? Yes. What are you doing? Why are you tempting me with this?
Yes. NFTs are so cool.
No, that's the wrong take.
TJ, we talked about, first of all, I just want to bring this up. On this very podcast, me and Ian and TJ talked about Funko Pop NFTs as a joke.
Oh, is it?
And about a week or two later, they came out with them.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess so you heard it here. You heard it here first, folks. So
you heard it here first, folks.
Pay attention to what Ian's saying because I know Funko Pop is.
Ugh. Yeah. All right. So Ubisoft Quartz, they are trying to insert NFTs, which is like literally just going to be more and more microtransactions, more obnoxious microtransactions.
Yeah.
Into your gaming space. Right? I think it's Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint. You need to play for something like 500 hours to get an NFT, which is a hat.
What?
It's a hat, as far as I know.
I gotta get my hat.
You gotta get your hat.
I gotta get my hat.
But you can sell it for potentially, literally dozens of cents. The Strategic Innovations Lab Vice President Nicholas Pouard defended the publisher's plans to add NFTs to its game, citing players just don't get it.
Oh my god!
Always amazing to attack your fan base and your customers when you come up with a bad idea for a product that doesn't catch on. It's the customer's fault, not yours. NFTs in video games are the stupidest thing I can imagine. One of the arguments you hear a lot from people who are already sort of bought into NFTs is, you can get an NFT in one game and it'll be transferable to every other game.
What do you mean? You could buy an NFT hat and I could bring it into every game?
Right. Imagine you get a cool red beanie with a shark on it in Overwatch as an NFT.
Whoa,
and then you can go and play.
This sounds awesome.
But then you can go and play Call of Duty Vanguard and have your red beanie with a shark. But guess what?
What?
That's not the way this shit works. Every game works on there's definitely some universal platforms like the Unreal Engine or whatever that games work on. But most assets are not transferable between games because almost every AAA title works on a modified version of something like the Unreal Engine, and no developer anywhere has any incentive. If you pay Ubisoft $50 to get a red beanie with a shark on it, why in God's name is Activision Blizzard going to be
why would they let you bring it into their game?
Why would they let you bring it in? Why are they going to spend, literally, $80,000 of man hours of programmers letting people plug that in, or probably more than 80,000?
Well, maybe you can move your World of Warcraft gold into, one of these other games.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's exactly the same thing. It's oh shit, I see you bought Castlevania. We're going to give you Mario as well. Why would a developer do that? Why would they ever just be sure, you bought something, you gave someone else money, we're going to give you our thing for free?
It's so crazy. Jackie, do you love NFTs now?
I just don't understand them. It's so over my head.
So then the guy was right because the players just don't
get it. You're right. I don't get it. But I do know is that red shark beanie is going to look great on my Destiny character.
I mean, it's 100%. He's right. I mean, it will look pretty badass.
Yeah.
You'll have to program that item into every game. Why would
every game?
Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
No, exactly. It's not necessarily the asset isn't transferable. Yeah. And in addition, I'm sorry, blockchain and proof of ownership is not a problem that is solved. Okay, do you ever go into fucking your PlayStation and you go to play, Destiny, and it says hey, we're not sure if you own this or not.
Yeah.
No, you're not. It's just, PlayStation knows you own Destiny, so you can just start playing Destiny.
Yeah.
Ian, what's all over your shirt?
I spilled a little bit of Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola?
Yeah. I'm lying. It was lactation.
Yeah, so you
What-
can't. Yeah, so
But like, what is this problem solving? Proof of ownership is the entirety behind the
Right.
perceived value of NFTs.
It's like a ledger. Like you can
Yeah.
tell. Yeah.
Have you ever started Destiny and it says, we don't know if you own this or not? No, because they have a database. Databases solved ownership problems. It's done. It's done. It's a solved problem.
Yeah. I think
So-
it's pretty. My friend Jared goes, TJ's beard should have an NFT. Oh, Your Mom Gaming, I bought the Unlimited Lives logo NFT. Can you stop using as your profile pic?
Right.
Oh, crap. What if he's right? I guess he technically could do that, right?
Yeah,
No,
that's the other side of it too. Is
it's not
there's-
He hasn't copyrighted it.
Yeah, but
I
neither
mean,
of
there's
us.
a legal
copyright is
case and-
completely outside of the blockchain.
Yeah,
People
it's
do this
outside
all
of-
the time where they just steal an artist's images,
Right.
mint it on the Ethereum or whatever
Right.
blockchain they're using, and say, "Oh, I own this now. This is my art." You
Right.
don't. You didn't draw it. You didn't copyright it. You just have a piece of software somewhere out there in that ledger that says you own it.
Yeah.
Well, would you? Let me ask you this.
It's like I own your house because I wrote it in my diary.
Yeah. But also, you send out your diary to a ton of other people.
Right.
so
so
then people
obviously-
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great way to do it. Can we make this an NFT? This man?
Ooh.
Do you know who this is?
That's
No.
Sonic the Hedgehog. I know
This
that
is
guy.
this is claim to fame Sonic the Hedgehog. So a man wearing a Sonic mask tried to rob a bank in Florida.
Oof.
Do you see the hammer in his hand?
Did he have human teeth?
Oh, that's great. He did it in February 2nd at DeLand, Florida, at a Florida credit union. Now, I didn't know the bank carried gold rings.
Zing.
Zing. He came in with the mask wielding a large hammer. He reeked of chili dogs.
TJ, you're literally doing like Greg Gutfield, emphasis on your jokes.
Watch it on YouTube and Twitch. You could see me mugging to the camera. He
Do you-
probably stole the hammer from Dr. Robotnik's lab. Guys, jump in whatever you want. Guys, jump in whatever you want.
I hope he didn't have a police tails on him when he left.
Oh, Florida gonna be Florida, Jared said.
he
So
wanted to give the guy a knuckles sandwich.
I was,
that's,
Incidentally, just quick fun fact.
go on.
One of the reason all of these like weird stories about insane crimes are always Florida people.
Yeah.
Florida is the only state that like your like criminal record and like criminal reporting is not protected by law. So this shit happens everywhere. Just Florida is the only place where they can always publish it and release it.
Oh, interesting. I
It
wonder if
is, right? Like that
I
blew
wonder
my
how
mind.
Yeah.
bandicoots rob delis in Brooklyn. They said he was a man based on his voice. I mean, I hope it's not Jaleel White or my friend Jason Griffith.
Jesus
Those are
Christ.
two guys that voiced Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah. Wait, Jaleel
Dude.
White was Urkel, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
I guess so Hannah Keene goes as a Brit. She is British. That is crazy. And it's interesting. Jared goes, wow, if you like TJ Sonic, be sure to catch him at the Maha Shack in South Jersey all weekend. Wish I could work that club. Yeah, I guess in Britain there's probably like the British version of Florida. I wonder if what that would be. I don't want to.
Wales.
Send
Wales
anyone.
is the British Florida. Hannah,
Do you
let me
think
know
that
if I'm right, but I'm assuming Wales is British
Oh, it's in
Florida.
Manchester, but maybe I'm wrong.
Do you think on his way out he jumped on a big metal canister and a bunch of baby animals shot out?
Sounds like, oh, our banked animals.
He jumped at a falling sign a bunch of times.
Oh, when as he left, it was like,
Yeah.
He banged on the window that separates him from the teller. I mean, why didn't he just jump on the glass?
That one sucked. That's a bad one.
Oh, that's a bad one. She has no idea. Well, don't look for it. Hannah, don't start traveling via Channel to go look for it. Another bank employee confronted him, and the suspect stopped banging on the glass and ran away on foot.
Well, of course he did. He's Sonic.
Sonic.
I stole your joke because it's written
What's
in the
with
fucking
the
document.
big logo on his shirt? What does that say? Levi Co. Maybe.
Levico?
Mm.
I forgot that I had this sound the whole time. I mean, when the employee took him, he ran out of there because he's Sonic. If he got in a car, I would be super confused.
Well, he did have Sonic Racing.
You know, I'm surprised Tails wasn't there with the biplanes to like get him off.
Well, he is still at large. You mean small. So I reached out to Sonic the Hedgehog's representative and agent for a comment in the situation and to confirm where the speedy little guy was on February 2nd, 2022. Sonic hasn't responded, probably because he's a fictional video game character and not an actual living being. Probably. That's what the guy from Kotaku wrote.
I think that's enough of that, TJ.
The whole article was just breaking it down, and that was the only time there was a joke, which I don't know if I commend.
That occurred on February 2nd.
It says February 2nd.
That's Groundhog Day, not Hedgehog Day.
Oh, I love TJ spent time writing his jokes, and PJ comes in out of nowhere and just like blows him up with a way better like late night joke.
Your Mom Gaming, was he robbing the Chaos Emeralds?
He could have saved him. He could have saved himself a whole lot of time if he had just gotten that magnet power up.
I
don't know what that one was. Oh, so good. Oh my God.
What else is going on?
What else? I don't know, man. I think we should call it. That's such a fun bit.
We could talk about Tiny Tina's Wonderland, but it seems like you want to end the show, so no problem.
We could talk about Tiny Tina. Oh, actually, you know what? I do want to talk about that while we're out here. This will be the last thing we'll talk about because I do want to get your opinion. Jackie, did you play Tiny Tina's Wonderland?
The one that just came out for PlayStation Plus?
Yes.
I just started playing it.
Okay. Oh, you're playing the PlayStation?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude. All right, we gotta start playing together because
we gotta squat up
now. And then I don't know if you can play it, Peach. I don't think it's cross-platform.
I'm fine. Tiny Toon Adventure, you said?
yeah. You're like, I'm fine. You're like, that sounds pretty bad. Did you play Borderlands 3, Jackie?
Yes.
Okay.
Not very much of it. I kind of fell off on it, but
you did, right? So we started playing Tiny Tina's Wonderland, which is basically
it's not Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands is the game that's coming out next month.
What's the one we're playing?
This is Assault on Dragon Keep or something.
Yes. So they made a DLC for Borderlands 2 where Tina's a dungeon master and you go around and you know, it's an extension, it's a DLC, so you use your characters or you can create new characters. So they made a standalone. Super funny because Borderlands 2 was a very funny game.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Yeah, it's super funny, well written. It was awesome. Tiny Tina is a great character. So we started playing it, and I'm really enjoying it. And then Ian goes, hey, man, they're going to make a sequel, which is like a full game of Tiny Tina's Wonderland.
Yeah.
And I was so excited. We both were thrilled. I'm like, dude, this, because this DLC was so funny. I'm like, I can't wait. But then the first thing I thought was, who's writing it?
Yeah.
Because if it's the writers of Borderlands 3, it's going to be bad. And Ian, what was the joke in Borderlands 3 that they do all the time?
Oh, God. I'm going to make sure you have a bad day. And by have a bad day, I mean, I'm going to rip your fucking face off.
Yeah.
Just over it. You're going to do this. And by this, I mean blah.
Yeah, they did that joke like 7 times. It just...
Again.
All the writing was bad. There was nothing there.
And it sucks because it's literally the most fun Borderlands to play. I really
I was about to say mechanically it's incredible, but I just couldn't get into it. I dropped off maybe 4 hours in.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I'm done.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it. Well, the thing is, like the gameplay was super fun, but anytime I got to like a character or a boss, I was like, ugh. Then when you remember you had to replay it, and I remember there was like 7 bosses that just grated. Like I couldn't hear. I remember I muted the game. Was it?
Yeah,
you? Yeah,
we both did. We both
Ian
were like, I
Ian were
can't deal with this fucking dialogue anymore.
Me and Ian were playing with 2 of my other friends, and the dialogue and the writing is so bad that we just put it on subtitles, and there was no dialogue. So we would just read it on the bottom, and then we wouldn't read it, we'd skip it. But the dialogue was so bad, and it's bad. So then I looked it up, and Ian, as we found out, 2 of the writers and people that starred in Borderlands 3 are writing this Tiny Tina's Wonderland.
So
Now, the
hopefully
only
they
reason
got better. I hope they got better.
They're not. The only reason I would pick Tiny Tina's Wonderland is because it's Tiny Tina, and it's funny and it's well written and the jokes are great. That's what the gameplay is fine, but if I want a good gameplay, I'll just play Borderlands 3 again. So it's kind of like in a PJ. I'm sorry that you don't know what we're talking about.
No, it's fine. Keep going.
No, you're mad.
Matt says I finished all the missions in 3, and I still don't know what the story is.
There's no story. There's no story. I don't know what the story is. Handsome Jack came back and he wasn't even funny. He was just.
They're trying to do something with like influencers or some kind of very light.
Yeah. Everyone's a YouTuber, and I'm like, I don't care.
Nope.
It's so dumb.
Yep.
So, what a fun show, Jackie. Did you have fun? Were you scared the whole time?
Oh yeah, terrified.
Guys, thanks for following the show. You can follow me at Unlimited SXM for the show, at TJ Del Reno on Twitter. Ian, you want to pitch your Twitter?
Yeah, follow me at Rex Saucy on Twitter if you don't mind not safe for work.
Yeah.
Dirty jokes.
It's very sludge. PJ, you want to? You don't pitch anything.
Yeah, no thanks.
Jackie, you have anything you want to pitch? Like any stream channels or Twitch or anything?
I'm on Twitter at Coaxial Cable Dad.
Very good. And on Instagram, or you don't want to pitch that?
Yeah,
All right.
it's just
following.
it's all family pictures.
Follow all the old Twitters. And, we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. See ya.
Bye.
I have to tell you guys something that Gary Stadia, that was comedian Brian McGinnis.
Really? I never would have thought. I was so sure that was an actual Google employee
Yeah.
with his foul-mouthed nature.
Yeah, I just
I thought he was on a PR mission.
I don't want to get sued. So it was Brian McGinnis from the Playable Characters podcast.
Huh.
If that
Isn't
was
that
Brian,
crazy?
who's this in my house?
Oh, yeah, you look out. Great job, everybody. Hannah, thanks for watching. Matt Arcane, miss you, bud. Your Mom Gaming, thanks for popping in. Anyone else that wasn't there, thank you so much. Guys, you're all the best. Thank you guys for doing the show.
And
you, guys.
Thank you.
This is gonna
All right,
air,
if you guys want to play Tiny Tina or something, let me know. I'm
yeah,
down.
I'll let you know. I can't tonight, but maybe tomorrow. But Jackie, add me on PlayStation and I'll text you with next time I'm on.
Okay.
All right, later, boys.
All right, guys, we'll see ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.